We apologize for starting late, but very soon we will get off and get running. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the three persons that will be anchoring the program, and we hope they will be able to pilot us through this program this evening. So it's my pleasure to introduce Malam Nigerian, one of Nigeria's finest musicians and actors, Malam Sani Danja. Malam Sani Danja will be anchoring this program tonight with two fine ladies. I'd like to introduce Atika Ajana. There's an elder in my village, and he used to say, if you did not leave your hands at home, you clap for one. Please, let's clap for her. If you are sure you did not leave your hands at home, please jam the hands for her. Thank you very much. And also I'd like to introduce Halima Oyelade. Halima Oyelade, thank you for coming. At this point, I'd like to hand over the microphone to them to lead us through the program. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you all to Zuma Film Festival 2022. It's the closing and the finale of this event, which started about 7 days ago, and you will all agree with me that it has been a very tremendous and successful event. Tonight we are going to be thrilling you. We are going to be awarding some deserving Nigerians, those who have made their marks in the sands of time as far as entertainment industry is concerned in Nigeria, as well as administrators that have contributed tremendously to the success of this sector of Nigerian economy. The Nigerian economy has been boosted, like you heard yesterday, during the keynote address delivered by the Honorable Minister of State for the Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Ramatu Tijani, knew that over 1.4 trillion naira was made just by the movie industry. Now put our hands together for Nollywood. We're doing very well. Tonight we're going to be thrilling you with my big sister, the very beautiful Halima. Please give it up to her. And of course, one of Hollywood finest, Nollywood finest, a musician by excellence. She is also a comedian, an ambassador of multiple industry in Nigeria. Sani Danja, ladies and gentlemen. It's a packed full event tonight. While we wait for the event to start, as we are waiting for our ministers who are, by the way, at the entrance, they are about making their way in. We would like to get thrilled by the Air Force Band, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up to the Air Force Band. Just coming in, ladies and gentlemen, is the Honorable Minister for Culture and Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed. You're welcome, sir. We're happy to have you here. He got here right on time. Lai Muhammad is in the company of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Culture, as well as the Permanent Secretary for the Federal Capital Territory Administration. You're welcome, sir. Effort Bank.
There's a quiet storm. I never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm. I never felt this heat before. Giving me something, that's the blue. You gave me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm still in love with you. You gave me the sweetest taboo. So good for me. Sometimes I feel you're just too good for me. Every day is Christmas, and every night is you and me.
Sorry, ma'am, this one is okay.
Keep on bringing out the best in me.
Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite the FCT cultural troupe to give us some entertainment before we commence the activities for tonight. Can we put our hands together as we welcome the FCT cultural troupe? Thank you.
You gave me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me.
That was the best cultural troupe 2017 Art and Culture Festival in Abuja. The Honorable Minister for Information and Culture was just smiling and nodding his head while they were performing. Sir, that was the same troupe that made everyone proud in 2017. Thank you very much, FCT Art and Culture Troupe. I have the Director, Art and Culture, FCT. Can we put our hands together for them, please? They've done tremendously well. Thank you. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to also start with a Nigerian who have sang song for peace and unity in Nigeria, Dr. Jerome. Dr. Jerome is doing very well. Dr. Jerome, you have just 2 minutes to just give us a Nigerian song and put us in the mood so we can get the program started. Thank you very much.
Nigeria forever. Next song. The song I'm doing is titled Nigeria Forever. There will always be Nigeria. There will always be Nigeria. Even when I'm dead and gone, there will always be Nigeria. Even when I'm dead and gone, there will always be Nigeria. Nigeria. I am 1 in 5 African. I am 1 in a million people on earth. I rule lives in the toasted Sahara of the North. Rivers, cocoa, plantation of the world. Nigeria, oh, even when I'm dead and gone, there will always be Nigeria.
The South. There will always
Honorable Minister, Permanent Secretaries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together one more time for the FCT Cultural Troupe and for the peace song. Thank you very much. We will get started in a minute as we continue with the events of this festival. This is a very historic Zuma Film Festival. This is because it has received a robust partnership from the FCT. Zuma Film Festival is in its 12th edition this year, and for the first time, a city has come on board as host city, and they have been part of sponsoring and hosting this film festival. So we want to recognize very specially the FCT administration. Can we put our hands together for them and just appreciate them for the partnership? Thank you very much. I would call on my colleague, MC Expensive. Thank you very much. So we want to recognize with us this evening the chairman of the House Committee on Information in person of Honorable Segun Odebumi. Can we put our hands together as we welcome him? Thank you very much. We also have with us members of the Diplomatic Corps here present. Can we appreciate them and give them a round of applause? Thank you very much for being with us. I know that we have the ambassador from the Embassy of Spain. We have somebody representing the Iranian Embassy in Nigeria. And thank you very much for being here tonight. We also want to appreciate a lot of the filmmakers from Nigeria and across the African continent and even beyond. Because of time, we may not be able to recognize every one of you individually, but we just want to say a very big welcome to every one of you that have taken time to be here tonight. Thank you very much. And I'd like to invite us to sit back and enjoy the activities of the festival. Thank you very much.
Can we all rise now to take the national anthem while the program starts in full flesh? Can we all be upstanding as we take the national anthem? After the count of 3. Thank you very much. Before sitting down, can we take the second stanza in form of the prayer, the national prayer? We're going to recite the national prayer, the second stanza. O God of creation, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know,
in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true.
great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reign. Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, we would like to recognize the Managing Director of the Nigerian Film Corporation, who are the host of the Zuma Film Festival, even as we welcome him to give an opening and a welcome remark. Can we put our hands together for Dr. Chidia Madrekwe, MD, Nigerian Film Corporation. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished members of the Executive Council, distinguished senators, honorable members, House of Representatives, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairman, House of Representatives, Committee on Information, foreign guests here present, vibrant Nigerian film stakeholders here present, and those at home who are viewing us live. I am pleased to make these few remarks at this significant and milestone event that has for some time now begun to positively impact on the Nigerian audiovisual industry. First of all, there's no doubt that the creative economy of our nation can only grow further if programs like Zuma Film Festivals are robustly supported. It's therefore very significant that for the next 10 years, the Federal Capital Territory Administration will be partnering with Nigerian Film Corporation in hosting Zuma Film Festival with Abuja designated for the very first time as the official host city. This is in tandem with global practice, which means that sooner than later, Abuja in Africa shall be the film destination hub, or shall be the film destination hub in the continent. I therefore want to use this auspicious occasion to confer our deep appreciation to my own Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, whose approval for interagency collaboration made it possible for us to approach the Honorable Minister Malam Mohammed Bello and the Minister of State, Dr. Ramatu Tijani Aliu, for giving impetus to this partnership with Nigerian Film Corporation that has brought the FCT's full weight to bear in galvanizing the creative sector of our nation's economy, which has therefore secured the right step in the right direction, in line with the President's agenda to create an enabling environment, a strong film culture that will ramp up the unemployment in our nation and move our youth from positions of unemployment to that of creating wealth, thereby seeking to make Nigeria the creative capital of the world. Also, it is predicted on our patriotic commitment to situate Abuja, the center of unity and Nigeria, within the Committee of Film Production, Cities and Nations, that this evening is being experienced under this very great ambience, which is very much as it could be on any international forum. The search for and consumption of Nigerian movie content has increased tremendously. Its capacity to create jobs and wealth and promote peace, unity, progress for our nation is very visible. The availability of modern and ultimately less expensive digital platforms have aided the growth of the film industry in Nigeria as well. We are therefore grateful to all who have made it to Zuma Film Festival. Government remains committed to promoting growth of this sector by massively undertaking major policy decisions that is required. Film works must be protected, and as a creative and export commodity, owners must earn money. Hence, the theme for this year's film festival, Show the Money. There has been various government funding and support windows, but they need to be strengthened. The Bank of Industry, the Nexim Bank, have all continued to deliver in the support in this for this sector, just as the Film Corporation is delivering on international co-production treaties that will create the foreign investment and wealth window for Nigerian filmmakers. Recently, Nigeria, last year, under the able leadership of the Minister of Information, was able to conclude decades-long proposal between South Africa and Nigeria to sign the very first audiovisual co-production treaty. Under his watch, there are many more lined up. We had already signed that of France in 2021. We are waiting to sign those with India, with Bangladesh, with Israel, with South Korea, and Brazil. Nigeria Film Corporation intends to sustain its various interventions in the creative sector. As we have come to the climax of Zuma Film Festival, which has been listed on the Global Film Festival platform of the International Federation of Film Producers Association, which is a global organization representing the film producing communities, we must deliberately resolve to sustain this recognition of excellence and creative performance. I am therefore thrilled by the outcome of this edition of the Film Festival. The participation level and the rich discussions and seminars have added up in no small measure to the assurances that indeed Nigerian movie space has money to show. Not only to show, to be felt, to be touched, and to be kept. I want to use this opportunity to reaffirm the assurances of our commitment to better Nigerian creative industry for the promotion and growth of the film production and cinema activities. May I, at this juncture, congratulate all lifetime award recipients whose contribution has impacted on the growth of Nigerian cinema. I equally congratulate winners from the competitive segment of film entries for emerging tops. This will ginger you into more film production activities, as this, among others, will obviously be one of the ways that will be seen to be supporting the federal government policy of creating jobs. The 12th edition of the Film Festival, Show the Money, was not coincidental. Like I mentioned in my address at the opening ceremony, we consciously provided a platform for film entrepreneurs to harvest returns on investment opportunity available in the film production, just like past editions which provided impetus to drive some particular and peculiar aspect of the film production chain. The successes recorded so far at this festival has been overwhelming. As those who will have read the Honorable Minister of State FCT address during the annual lecture, a lot of promises, a lot of policy directives that will situate Abuja as a film location were contained in that address as a result of this current film festival. It included rebate, 30% rebate for those who may wish to shoot film in some remote areas of Abuja where maybe there are challenges of infrastructure in getting there. But that is where our storylines are domiciled. If such films are shot, I can tell you FCT is poised to create some rebate template for them. There is no doubt that in FCT we have had the Abuja Film Village for again decades, but it's heartwarming that under the present administration of both the Minister and the Minister of State, through the collaboration with Nigerian Film Corporation, a new impetus to drive and galvanize the manifestations that have been locked up in the Abuja Film Village. Today is on the front burner. We are therefore grateful to all our partners, domestic and foreign, for demonstrating the uncommon zeal in promoting the growth of the Nigerian film industry. There is no doubt that our domestic film tourism shall record increase in activities arising from this film festival. This is in addition to intellectual and practical mentorship program of the emerging talent component of the festival. There were over 350 creative film students simultaneously trained during this film festival who came from the east, north, west, from institutions to attend this federal government noble objective of empowering those in the creative sector. We thank all our resource persons and members of the jury who had to adjudicate over 3,000 films entries from across the world. Grateful for the wonderful job you all did. Finally, we remain grateful to all our participants, great and wonderful joint task force team of the FCT and NFC for this successful outing. The template has been established. Lessons are being learned so that 2023 Zuma Film Festival will be the grand norm. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. That was the MD CEO of Nigerian Film Festival. Well done, sir. This note, I'd like to invite to give his remarks the man we refer to as the gentle giant, a friend of the house, a friend of the entertainers. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the FCT Permanent Secretary, Mr. I can't hear you clapping for the man who just hosted this event in the city of FCT. Thank you very much, the Permanent Secretary, sir. You're welcome.
The Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Honorable Minister of FCT, on whose behalf I'm standing and talking this evening, Malam Mohammed Misa Bello, the Honorable Minister of State FCT, Ramatu Tijani Aliu PhD, my colleague, the Permanent Secretary, Information and Culture, Dr. Ifoma Ayamutaku, the Managing Director, CEO, Nigeria Film Corporation, and who also doubled as the Chairman of the Zuma Film Festival, Dr. Chida Maduekwe, industry stakeholders and partners, members of the diplomatic corps, the gentlemen of the press, very respected gentlemen and ladies. But before concluding the introduction, it will be incomplete without recognizing the presence of the law represented in the Honorable Chairman of the House Committee on Information and Culture, who is here in person. He arrived here very early because being a lawmaker, he also recognized that he must abide by the law always. Please, I enjoin you to help me recognize him specially and to show our deep gratitude for his presence. We continue to come to you, sir, for many laws to help us perfect the Zuma Film Festival. And when we knock on your door, we know you always open for us. Thank you, my brother. I am truly delighted to be here with you tonight for this closing ceremony of the 12th edition of the Zuma Film Festival, which for the past week has lit up the city of Abuja, our adorable national capital. I was not privileged to be here during the opening ceremony for reasons beyond my control. You will therefore appreciate my excitement that I'm able to make it to the closing ceremony. that the 12th edition of the Zuma Film Festival has been a huge success. That this edition has been a huge success is indeed stating the obvious. Going down the lane, preparation commenced with the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on the partnership for a 10-year period by the FCTA and the National Film Corporation in November 2021. This was followed by the inauguration of the local organizing committee about 3 months ago, which subsequently ignited the preparation, and from that moment onward, everybody, virtually everybody involved, hit the ground running, so that by the time the festival was about to commence, everything were ready. And the culmination is the grand finale of tonight. On this note, I want to express gratitude to all that have worked assiduously to ensure the success of this arrangement. The week-long event has indeed been very engaging. The program of activities commenced with the arrival of delegates on Sunday, May 1, 2022, which coincided with the Workers' Day. Because to us in FCTA, the Zuma Festival is not merely an entertainment, but also a credible source of employment. That day was lit up by the opening ceremony, which featured various performances that gave insight to the monumental events carefully put together for the week. The rundown of activities in the week-long event really proven that the FCTA NFC partnership has really been highly beneficial. The program witnessed impressive attendance and active audience participations and the master classes, which cover various aspects of activities in the creative industry, such as cinematography, documentary, directing, filmmaking, and many more. The emerging talent shows and indeed the NFC annual film lecture were no exceptions to the exciting participations. The Honorable Minister of State FCT, Dr. Ramatu Tijani Aliyu's delivery of the annual lecture is indeed thought-provoking and insightful in the efforts to rejig the creative industry post-COVID-19 pandemic. And what a timely topic it is. If this event had held 4 months ago, all of us would be in our mask. But because the COVID is gradually giving way, and no thanks to the effort of the very strong support structure put in place by the federal government, we are gradually going out of the COVID restrictions, whereas we still have to take responsibility for our individual safety. But it's now time to put on our thinking cap, to rejig the economy, and to think on how to broaden or to alive the system. This is one of the purposes that this partnership is serving. For all the accomplishments, I sincerely commend the organizing committee, comprising officials of the Nigeria Film Corporation and the FCTA, for their resilience and commitment to ensuring the success of the festival. Their efforts and determination to succeed does not, however, come as a surprise, because they did it the FCT way, where we have strong passion for success, and our slogan is, listen to it, tell me how you managed to succeed, but do not tell me why you failed. So driven by this passion, we always strive for success. Once again, I want you to join me in thanking them for their support and contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, the visit to the IDP camps and celebrating with the less privileged in the society during the Salah celebration reflects the ideas on which the FCT is founded as a territory in which all Nigerians, irrespective of social status, can legitimately live and indeed feel at home. As we look forward to hosting this festival over the next 9 years, I repeat, as we look forward to hosting this festival over the next 9 years, I wish to assure that each year's event will be better than the preceding, as we intend to continue to improve until we are counted and sustain our position among the global leading international film festival cities. In this regard, we want to also assure you and invite credible investors to come and invest in our FCT Film Village, because that city, with all the land resource available there, is really open for business. The Zuma Film Festival, I am convinced, has discovered some new talents who will in the near future become forces to be reckoned with, either in the front or behind the scenes. And I call on all who have dreams of joining the creative industry to work hard and follow their dreams using the festival as their springboard. I thank all who have contributed in one way or the other in making this festival a success, especially our diverse partners and embassies who featured their films and culture and thus enable us to see the other sides of the coin. We sincerely treasure your cooperation and hereby solicit for your sustained support in subsequent festivals. At this juncture, I sincerely once again thank you for your valued attention, and may God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Permanent Secretary, FCT Administration. Can we put our hands together for his wonderful remarks, reassuring us again that the partnership with Nigerian Film Festival in hosting Zuma Film Festival will continue and we get bigger and better until Zuma Film Festival is recognized as a must-attend film festival globally. Can we put our hands together and appreciate him? The Zuma Film Festival this year received over 3,000 film entries, and there was a group of ladies and gentlemen that sat through to screen the films and come up with some of the award recipients that we're going to see tonight. They're no other than the jury. It's my pleasure at this moment to invite the chairman of the jury, Zuma Film Festival 2022, in person of Professor Daniel Omashola. Can we put our hands together as he comes up for his speech? Thank you very much. Let's welcome the chairman of the jury, Zuma 2022. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, all other protocol observed. Before we start, I want to introduce the members of the jury, starting with myself. I am Professor Daniel Omashola, Professor of Media Arts Criticism, Department of Theatre Arts, University of Abuja, choreographer, playwright, poet, former HOD Theatre Arts, University of Abuja. We have also Mr. Adeyinka Odumuyi, President of IPAN, Independent Television Producers Association of Nigeria. It's a filmmaker based in Lagos. We also have Mr. Nasiru. Please, raise up your hand. We also have Mr. Nasiru Bakba Mohammed, filmmaker, a Kano-based filmmaker. We also have Mrs. Roya Man, Israeli actress, producer for stage, and director for screen and acting coach in Nollywood since 2016. We also have Professor Alex Asigbo, Professor of Theatre and Film Studies, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, UNIZIK, Oka, immediate past President of SONTA, our association, Society of Nigerian Theatre Artists, former Dean, Faculty of Arts, UNIZIK, Director, Actor, Trainer, Cultural and Critic, Director, School of General Studies, UNIZIK. We have Mrs. Apolline Traore. She's a filmmaker, director, and producer from Burkina Faso. Then we also have, she's not here, we have Dr. Tosin Tume. She's a playwright, actor, director, and choreographer. Presently, she's in South Africa. She's doing a residency in South Africa. You see, like the MD have said, we have 3,025 films which were screened, and we use a lot of criteria for it. We use the title, story. We also use the picture quality, directorial ability, production design, acting, costume and makeup. Then we have cinematography, sound, and so on. It was highly competitive. And it took us time. Since last year, when we started reading the film, reading them, it took time. And we came out with the shortlisted one for this evening. And I believe that at the appropriate time, the shortlisted film will be announced and the winners will also be announced. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I must say this. Zuma Film Festival have really upgraded, and we're getting better and bigger every day. It is our culture to recognize some very important personnel, some very important people that did very wonderful. And it is my privilege to call out this name for the lifetime achievement. It's my honor to call Malan Sule Umar. Please give him a round of applause.